The DJI Phantom 4 was released in March of 2016, which now, going into 2025, is almost 9 years ago. That begs the question, is the Phantom 4 capable of the same quality in 2025 that other comparable drones at the price point are, or are you better off getting something newer? I'll be discussing everything from a comparison to the DJI Mini 3, to test footage and color grading, to give you the full experience on whether you think the Phantom 4 is worth using coming into this new year. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay, the first thing I want to do is compare it to something more modern that you could get for a reasonable price. The Phantom 4 was released for around $1,200 retail when it came out over 8 years ago. And now something smaller like the DJI Mini 3 only costs around $469, and you're gonna definitely get it for less now that it's been released for a couple of years. Now, looking on eBay, what surprised me most about the Phantom 4 was how much it's still going for. I saw listings for over $300 for an 8-year-old drone. So that's why I wanted to make this video, just because there has to be a reason why people are still buying this drone and using it, even if it's so old. Now let's go to weight. This is not under the FAA guidelines of 250 grams. It's way over. It's 1380 grams, and that means you're gonna have to get it licensed with FAA to use it, which isn't a hard process, but that just means you're gonna have to be more careful when you're shooting and make sure you're not doing anything you shouldn't be. And that goes for every drone, but especially if it's registered with the FAA, you're gonna have to make sure you're following all their guidelines. Now the DJI Mini 3 is under that, so you're not gonna have to register with the FAA, and it's just gonna be an easier process altogether. The camera is the biggest difference, or not the biggest difference, the biggest kind of point of tension between these two drones. The DJI Phantom 4 has a full inch sensor and can shoot up to 4K 60 FPS. I personally do it at 24 frames. And the DJI Mini has a similar sensor. So this is what interests me the most, is on how this old of a camera can be kind of relatively similar to something newer. On to flight time, it's relatively the same. I think it's gonna depend on how many batteries you have. The range is doubled on the DJI Mini 3. Now the big thing on the DJI Phantom 4 is how many obstacle and sensor things there are on it. I know when I do my Phantom 4 flights, there's so many like tracking, and it can do everything pretty much autonomously. And I know with some newer drones like the DJI Mini 3, some of those features aren't going to be the same. So that's something to consider if you want a drone that's really good at kind of flying itself. The DJI Phantom 4 is going to be able to do that. Now, the biggest setback with having a drone this old is how big it is. This thing is massive. You have to have it in a carrying case as big as a backpack. And to take it anywhere realistically, there can't be that many people around. That's why something small like a Mini is really nice, because it's not as loud, it's super small and compact, and that means you're just gonna be able to fly it in more places. So that's something you have to consider if you do want to pick up a Phantom 4, is that it's pretty big. If you haven't seen it in person, it's big and it's really loud. So you're gonna get a good quality camera, but you're gonna also have to pay the price for how big and loud it is. So overall, I think these things are pretty similar. It's just really gonna depend on what price you get it for and what you're looking for in a drone. If you're looking for a videography drone and you're not worried about how big or bulky it is, I would try to get the Phantom 4 or Phantom 4 Pro for really cheap, maybe 250 bucks if you can, and then you'll be able to use all these features and have a really good time. But if you're someone looking more for a kind of smaller, easier to use, kind of go out and shoot and come back really quick, and you're not worried about paying maybe a little bit more, I would definitely go with a DJI Mini 3 or something even newer. But let's get away from the spec sheet. Let's go and actually film with the Phantom 4, because I want to show you guys what quality you can get still after 8 years. I think you can get some pretty good stuff. So first I'm going to shoot in D-Log, which is the log version of DJI, and then I'll show you the color grading on top to see what the final product looks like. Okay, so this is the footage without any color grading. This is just pure D-Log footage. And if we apply a LUT, it gets a little bit better. We have some of the colors coming out. But finally, when we add the color grading on top of it, you can get some really nice looking footage. The same thing goes for other shots, like this big landscape shot with a lake in it. We just apply the same LUT, which is just in DaVinci Resolve, and then we add some more color grading on top to get a very nice look. That bluish kind of mountains in the back really look good. Now I'm going to share some of my final thoughts after showing you the test footage. You can make up your own mind whether you think that's the quality you're going to want or if you're looking for something else. But I think if you can find the Phantom 4 or Phantom 4 Pro for a very good price, like under $300, maybe even under $200, I think you're going to be having a very good time. And no, I don't think you have to worry about the age as much because this thing packs so much value for what it is, and you're just going to be very impressed with how much it can still bring to the table at such an old age. But there's a big but, and that's if you're looking for something, you're looking for a drone that's going to last you another 5 years, do not buy the Phantom 4. Buy something newer and make the investment up front to get something nice now, and then later on you can retire it. But with the Phantom 4, realistically, it only has a couple years left before it's outdated fully, and so unless you get a really good deal on it or you already own it, I think you shouldn't buy it. I would look at other options, especially the mini lineup. They're very budget friendly and you're going to get some great quality if you know what you're doing. So without further ado, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please share any comments, questions, concerns in the comment section down below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give me a like and subscribe to the channel to see future content like this. Without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next Tech Now video. See you guys.